Okej, kontynuujmy przygodę. Co my mamy tam zrobić? Wejść do rajskiego portu. Jesteśmy tu. Dobra, chodźmy tędy. Kurczaki. Jakieś takie fajne. Krowy.
First get leaves, his letters won't turn up.
Sansa. Co tam?
Gelardy. I'd heard a godlike had come to Paradise.
Oh, hey, Sansa. Comes on a little strong, that's all. He doesn't bite.
But to meet you... Who is your patron? Were you drawn to this place? You can? Wait, you're pulling my leg, aren't you? I apologize. Everyone must ask you such things.
Co za akcent?
Listen, you haven't been to the wilds east of the city, have you? I assume that's a no? Then have you seen a cartographer in the area? A human, about my height. He must have gone farther than I thought. His name is Girmund. He's my assistant, and I'm worried about him. I sent him to map the eastern wilds. But it's been a long time since he's written, even for... Cartography is not for the slight. It requires a certain initiative.
You know how many so-called adventurers I've saved out there?
It's an intrepid occupation.
3, this month.
As I said, if you find him and bring me his map, I'll be glad to pay you for it. I may even have more work for you. Thank the gods. At least coin will get me somewhere. When he last wrote, he was mapping the eastern ruins. Take the letter. It might help. If you find him, bring his work to my shop in Paradise Town. You're welcome anytime. I have quite the assortment of curios. Maybe you'll even buy one of my maps.
Well,
Czyli... Dobra, ale my idziemy do rajskiego portu. To. Okay.
that's our marching orders then.
That's far enough, Outlander. Well, well. If it isn't the new arrival. So eager to make... I'm your death. Swift and subtle. Like a blade in the dark. And this here is Pod.
Pod? Hi, Pod.
Well, I can see which of you two is the poet. Unfortunately, you're both short on common sense.
Me and Pod, we aren't so fond of Outlanders. Especially ones looking as strange as you. For all we know, you're one of those sick bastards. The plague carrier. Ooh, keep talking and it'll be my fist you catch, Outlander.
Boss, maybe this ain't such a good idea.
Shut it, Pod. Let me do the talking.
You're doing great so far. Really menacing.
No one brings the plague into my town, Outlander. No one. At least you can die knowing it wasn't personal. Pot isn't going anywhere. Are you, kid?
I don't know. Everyone stop talking to me like I'm a child. I'll fight you both if I have to.
That's the spirit, kid! Get the envoy first. We'll settle this after. Ha! Let's make it quick. You're not the only one with places to be.
Good. I was getting tired of listening to them anyway. Take your best. Come and get me! My turn. Right behind you. One for you! Who's ready for more?
Czyli chcieli się coś o nas dowiedzieć, ale im nie wyszło.
Nice banner, ain't it? I found it on the beach, covered in bird shit. Gods be with you, envoy. This is the banner of Cadnua, a fine castle in the east. Good morning.
Dobra, idziemy do środka.
Welcome to Paradise, Envoy. I'm back. Good work out there, Envoy. Only just arrived and you're already the talk of the town. Well, the ambassador ordered me to give you free access to the city. No idea why he's calling the shots all of a sudden, but...
That sounds ominous.
Anyway, you can go on ahead. The ambassador's expecting you. Once you're in the city, you'll find the Adiran embassy due north of the gatehouse. Take care, Envoy.
What? No parting words from...
Shove off, Muttonhead. How...
With talk like that, it's no wonder the Adirans think we need a little civilizing. At least I'm in good company now, right? Envoy!
What? Aha. Na dzień dobry strzał w brzuch.
You should not be here. You should be free, whole, the blood feeding your veins. Why are you here? The arrow struck. Then your soul found a cage. We feel the souls of multitudes, a current beneath the skin of this place. We could dip our hand in once, feel them near us. But now,
No.
like wasps in amber, but you We shout, but they do not hear. We claw, but we cannot escape. We would bury your killers, give them to the beetles, but we are trapped here in this place. We did not wish this, but we can help you. We could send you back. Just this once. We are bound. We are leaf and root. We are stream and sea. Help us. We sense the rot and we fear it. We fear how it seeps into us, into our memories. You must find us, free us from our prison. Like a scent in the wind, yes. We will show you, but first, we will free you. Immensely. Breathe deep. All birth is agony.
Hop, hop. W szoku.
You're awake? Thank the gods. For a second there, I thought I had a problem on my hands. You're alive, somehow. That's what counts.
Glad to see you with us. I was sure you were already on your next trip around the wheel, but I brought you here just in case. If anyone can work a miracle, it's Liviana, though whatever restored you is beyond even her skill. That's what everyone in Paradise is asking. The streets have been less murderous since your ambassador and his guards took up residence. But your assassination is bound to upset that uneasy peace.
There's something I still don't understand. Envoy, you died. A resistance to poison isn't a resistance to the beyond.
What does this mean for him? Should he expect anything else strange? Other than coming back from the dead, I mean.
That depends on a few things. Visions and hallucinations? Likely. Manifestations of past lives? Uncommon, but possible. Sounds like the echo of a past life. I wish I could tell you more. This is far beyond my expertise. You should visit Runid, our local watcher. She would know what to make of your strange, stubborn soul. One who sees into the spirit realm, speaks to the dead, and knows the past through their eyes. A watcher examines the soul down to its very core. I can't think of anyone more qualified for the job. Runid's shop is in the hills to the northeast. A bit of a walk. Just head out of the gate to the east of town and follow the path that curves to the north. It should be perched up in the hills. Oh, but avoid the watcher in Hightown. She's a known charlatan. I'll send word to the ambassador that you survived, but he'll no doubt want to talk to you. I hope you aren't thinking of confronting your killer. Not that it's any of my business. Head up the stairs outside my clinic and take a left onto the main road. That'll get you to the embassy. Apologies. Paradise is a bit of a maze.
Don't worry. I know. Which is why I should go with you. Your troops are going to be on edge until your killer's found, and some of us still have to live here. Don't mention it. Besides, I don't want this to blow up any more than you do. The sooner we solve your murder, the better for And we should talk back at camp. I'm hoping you...
Dobra, pogadam w tym, w obozie.
dream about you. In my dream, you were surrounded by light, but it was shining from inside.
You're looking well.
No, a może coś sprzedamy? Co to? No dobra. W zasadzie tu można wszystko kraść i tak nas nikt nie złapie. Dobra. Czekaj, tu mamy tak, zgłoś się do ambasadora, czyli w lewo.
Godlike. Interested in saving a couple of lives? So,
Remey Guardiola.
like the Adiran envoy. You're the one who saves the ambassador from the strangle root, right? Interesting. Say, would you be up for helping out some down on their luck Adirans who can't catch a break? I know this is strange, but they're in a rough situation and, well, to be honest, they helped me out a while back when I needed it. I'm just trying to return the favor. Galarde. Lofled and Gladwine came here about 8 years ago, long before the recent rush of Adirans. They admitted to having a checkered past back home, but they started a new life in Paradis. Back then, you'd struggle to find an Adiran in the city. Now they're everywhere. Anyway, with all these Adirans coming in, Lofled and Gladwine started spotting old faces. And if they were spotting old faces, it was only a matter of time before those faces started spotting them back. They're lying low in the shantytown for now.
Adirans in the shantytown. I doubt they're getting a warm welcome. Most of the people there are Paradisans run out by Adir.
They're afraid to go out in public. And Gladwine, poor soul, he's gone blind from bad drink. Ah, but you can. There are herbs in the wilds around Paradis that can restore Gladwine's sight. It's a little too dangerous for us ordinary folks, but for the hero who braved the strangle route, I'm sure it will.
Ending with flattery is a nice touch.
Agrasima. Many thanks, envoy. Oh, there is one more thing they need. Land deeds. They've already paid for them. There's a Rawatayan in the Pearl District, Mako, who was handling the paperwork. No. We had a falling out a while back. It's best if someone else goes. Thank you, envoy. God bless you.
Dobrze.
You died.
O,
You're here. Gods, am I glad to see you. None of the clerks believe my story.
To jest jakaś biblioteka?
Envoy, hello. I'm glad to see you on your feet.
Pingle ma piękne.
Tej.
Tidg.
Surprised they let you in here.
I'm surprised you're still gainfully employed.
I wouldn't say that. He's just curious company for you to keep. Yes, sir. How can I help you? Well, you'll notice I'm nearly old. He wouldn't say, but I believe he relied on the claviger. And without the claviger's steady hand at the rudder, the ambassador's struggling.
Claviger Aemon might have tolerated a little more chaos than the ambassador liked, but he kept this place humming. He's not someone you can easily replace, and not with one man alone.
It's a difficult job. Better him than me. Should you ever need me, safe travels, Envoy.
Envoy, is it really you?
To ja.
Can't believe you're alive. When they dragged you to Liviana's clinic, I assumed the worst. How do you feel? Homesick already? After what you've been through, I can't say I blame you. But there's work to be done on the frontier. Good work, and I need you here at my side. Our first order of business is your purpose here in the Living Lands. You said you had a missive for me from the Emperor? I'm eager to see what our Emperor intends. Now, His Majesty names you a loyal servant of the Adiran Empire, and an extension of the throne's authority. Thank goodness. At least someone understands the gravity of our situation. With that, I have better news for him. You've seen how wild the Living Lands has become, both in nature and in politics. Sometimes I think the island has a mind of its own. No sooner had you arrived than you found yourself at the center of our troubles. At this point, I can't rule anything out. We're in uncharted waters. This embassy has no shortage of political foes, but the Dreamscape. You've seen firsthand what it can do in nature. We can't let it reach the cities. Thank you, Envoy. The island is in capable hands. Inquisitor Ludwig thinks the plague is a distraction. She's more concerned about these local rebels fighting against the Empire. At least rebels know the meaning of negotiation and compromise. But a plague kills indiscriminately. Though, even I must admit, the rebels have gone too far. They've sabotaged our work, killed our soldiers, and the final straw, attacked you out in the open. Indeed, the killer sent a message, but this is our chance to send one in return. I won't lie to you, Envoy. Our position is tenuous. If we can't even defend ourselves, how are we to defend the Living Lands? But defend it we must, for the sake of everyone who calls this island home. Inquisitor Ludwig demands that someone hang for the attempt on your life. These Paradisen rebels must face justice. Ludwig goes where she likes, haunting the Living Lands like a vengeful spirit. She'll reappear when she chooses, and not a moment sooner. Let's make sure to give her some good news for a change.
Not many get a chance to solve their own murder, you know. I know someone who could help. A dwarven tracker named Marius. Kith or beast, there's little he can't find. He's staying at the Grinning Ballarrock, not far from Liviana's infirmary. We just take the main road east to the market, then head down the stairs and cross the canal. Rough part of town, even by the standards of Paradise. Marius is from the Tusks, about the harshest and remotest place the gods ever created, even by the standards of the living lands.
Trickery, lies. The gods did not build this place.
Let's just say no one survives out there without picking up a few skills, the kind we'll need if we're going to find hidden assassins. Especially if they're from the streets of Paradise.
I suggest you recruit as many allies as you can, but choose carefully. They, like you, will represent the Empire. Before we can send you off to parts unknown, we need assurances from the local healer that you're fully recovered. After all, you survived a brush with death. The health of your body is one thing. The health of your soul is another. An unusual course of treatment, but who am I to argue? Remember, the assassin is out there. You have the element of surprise. I suggest you use it. Oh, I wish I could see the killer's face when they realize the hunter has become the hunted. We'll talk more of the Dream Scourge when you return. Until then, Envoy.
How about we start with Marius at the Grinning Ballarrock? Besides, I could use a drink after all this.
Dobra, to idziemy się napić. Awans. Umiejętności łowca. Jeden punkt. Damy determinację, damy. Czy coś ja mogę tu pożyczyć? Okej, dobra, chodźmy do baru. Zaraz, a gdzie jest? Co się stało?
That sawbone. Wow, it's really you. I mean, we all heard the Emperor sent a godlike, but I didn't never think I'd get to meet you. You are the envoy, aren't you? I bow, but I think I dislocated my shoulder, and I might have broken some ribs. My brother, Cadman, and I ran into some trouble exploring a temple north of the city. Bears and traps and guards. What else? The floor collapsed from under us. He couldn't walk too well, and yet our captain wanted to keep going, so he sent me back for help. We're with a team from the Free Expedition Corps. We've seen a lot. I fear for their lives, Envoy. They descended into the temple through a route off the Pilgrim's Path, just north of the city. You'll know you're headed the right way when you see trail markers and rock stacks the Pilgrims left behind. We posted a guard out front, Sedgwin. Let her know I sent you, and she'll let you pass. We went there to talk to a man the locals call the Oracle. He's a godlike of Aethys, if you can believe it. The Oracle is said to possess a holy relic that belonged to Aethys, a part of the god's Titan body. This Oracle, I don't know if he's dangerous, but he's supposed to carry a sword full of diamonds. I'll probably never get to see it now. Cadman's not gonna believe his eyes when he sees you. You'll probably find the expedition with the relic we were searching for. Whatever that is. Thank you for hearing me out, envoy.
Czyli... Tu. Tu. A my idziemy do baru.
Envoy, got a situation over here.
Co się znowu stało? Ta w swetrze.
You came over. Glad to see you're up and about.
For fuck's sake, can we move this along? I don't have all day.
The same thing we deal with every day. Most of us are off searching for the ones who attacked you. That leaves us short-handed, so people like her try to sneak in. I caught this one, but I have to check her cart for contraband. There's a lot to dig through.
Co ja mam? A?
Find anything?
Finally! Someone with some common sense around here.
All right. If he says so, you can go. Welcome to Paradise.
Much appreciated, envoy.
Thanks for the help.
Appreciate you stepping in.
Mam nadzieję, że nic nie przynosi.
Someone went to a lot of trouble to make sure that wouldn't be found.
Tajemne dłonie? Tajemne dłonie. Tam pójdziemy później. Chodźmy do tej knajpy.
Yeah, so close. But what's the point? It's used. Oh, you are a special
Sapiento
one.
de Falva.
Likes were taken back, wherever they came. Don't mean a thing by it. I'm glad to see not all the gods have abandoned us. No, of course I'm not drunk. I am an alchemist. You should know, this place is heading quickly into a swamp of madness. Even the plants and the animals feel it. Something is happening here. No one knows why, or exactly what's doing it.
Sapiento di Falva, alchemist and dreamer, at your service.
My latest experiment was meant to solve. I expected my main reagent to be delivered today. Oh, just a bit of luminous adra. Rather valuable, but nothing against the law. You may have noticed, or perhaps not, since no doubt you've been busy, that wildlife here has gone a bit wrong. No one knows how best to describe it, but we can all see it. Something is distorting the life around here, and I hoped to stop it. As you no doubt know, luminous Adra is a more powerful form of the Adra we see out there from time to time. Very, very rare. The gentlemen who are supposed to acquire my Adra. At this point, I'll take. My friends must have lied, or they got the Adra. The people of Deadfire have been refining luminous Adra for its health benefits for gods know how long. If anything can cure this affliction, that's it. Best of luck with that. I saw them briefly. They were running around the paradise talking to other scholars in the area. Ganef and Remio, I believe. And an older lady. Don't recall her name. I'd be very grateful. I know it looks like I'm crying, but it's from the acrid fumes I inhaled earlier. Any luminous Adra will do.
Później.
Step right up. I can tell you. Please buy something. My sister, the blacksmith, she doesn't think this will work out. I say she's wrong. Why keep a dagger under your pillow when you can use a ward stone instead? See? You understand? It's not cheating. It's being prepared. Of course not. I wouldn't. I did that once. I had to hire a watcher to. I suppose I shouldn't brag about that to a potential.
Ja tej różdżki to nie chcę. Tego też nie chcę. Pistoletu też nie chcę. A co ty masz do sprzedania? A masz... Okej. Gdzie ten krasnolud?
So, you're the one they all crow about, eh? Best. Ha! The mighty Marius, deep in his cups, ready to take on the deadliest prey, providing they're asleep at the time.
Right. Take another sip of my cool. Rude not to finish a drink someone bought for you.
No wonder you're hiding behind a mug. You're too worried about being polite to survive out there.
The dwarf there is Marius. Best tracker I know.
I heard you're from Solace Keep. How great a survivor could you be, hiding behind stone walls all your life?
You don't know anything about me, you Adira Nimdut. So maybe go back and take another blessed day sip.
But here you are. Tell me, how does one get kicked out of a place that never lets anyone leave?
Duktek drago sakasapt jitule. You want to talk so much, I'll cut you a second mouth across your throat.
I think this is about to get interesting.
I knew you were blessed in Nimdut the moment I saw you coming. Thought maybe I'd teach you a lesson. So I paid the bartender a few gold to drop a tiny bit of widow's kiss into a cup and serve your drink in it. Cramp should be starting in a few minutes, so, if you want to fight, we should go ahead and get started.
Wait until you get to know him.
Oh, I can feel it. Gods. You.
Oh, that is quick. You better get to a healer before the poison spreads to your brain.
You wait, Marius. I'll be back. Hopefully.
Well, that was something.
Marius, this is the infamous Adiran envoy. Envoy? Marius.
Well, any friend of Kai's is definitely a person. You know your poisons. It was a test. That guy's such a nim dude, he thought he was doomed. And he actually believed I could pay the bartender to poison someone's drink. Gods, the taverns in Adir must be rough. I need to see the scene of the crime, over by the town gates. I promise there's something left there we can use to track them. Bloodstains, footprints, darts left behind. If we find anything at all, we can find your assassins. We'll figure this out, Amakul. Don't you worry.
Dobra. Co my mamy tu?
See, Marius? Told...
I had it under...
Ah, it's the principle. Now. As opposed to what? Some of my crewmates smoked it when I sailed with the... Figured if any of them ever washed up here, they'd want a place to land. If you want information, there's a rumor about a valuable Pargroon stash north of here. You didn't hear that from me, though. Some Svef user told me he had a vision out by the eastern ruins. I hear there's trouble out in Thirdborn. The block... it's getting more expensive to bring produce in.
You saved my life. He would have killed me, and all for a few coins.
Think nothing of it. Nothing to see here, envoy. The situation's under control. I caught this waste of life mugging a protected citizen. I just did what came naturally.
This comes naturally to you? Were you raised in Galawain's tusks?
I thought all Paradisans were protected citizens.
These things happen from time to time. Maybe you're not convinced. Give it time. You'll come around.
Sounds like someone wants to hear she made the right choice.
Parody, you're the Adiran envoy, aren't you?
Wrócimy do obozu, a później sprawdzimy miejsce zbrodni i może wzmocnimy ten łuk. Na razie więcej gadania niż zabijania. Krasnal biegnie? Dobra. No.
Right here. This is where the envoy fell.
If it were me, I'd take the shot from up there above the embassy. Let's see if we can get up there.
An interesting day so far. An interesting day. Well, I'll be chomped by a Zaret queen. I can't believe my luck. Nothing all year, and then boom, interesting strangers to... Indeed, a young dwarf and his crew stopped by. They were asking all sorts of people. Seems like I was the only one willing to really speak to them. They were asking where they could find luminous Ardra, of all things. I said they were most likely out of luck, but I might know somewhere they might find some if they looked hard enough. Not long ago, a group of animancers looked to carry out some experiments into teleportation. They carried their instruments and a healthy supply of luminous Ardra to the island of Castle's Folly. It's possible there's some... Castle's Folly is the small island not far from here to the east. It's a difficult place to traverse, but those folks might be desperate enough to try. Question, why are you looking for those sailors? Did the Valian captain send you? I don't know much, but one of the smugglers whispered the name Captain Bardato and spit on the ground. The name sounded Valian to me. Oh no. I imagine a Valian sea captain knows better than to spend time. The folks you're looking for are probably getting themselves killed searching for Ardra that probably... I can tell you wouldn't listen to me if I warned you not to go to Castle's Folly. So I wish...
Wyspa jest tu. Ale ja bym chciał pójść tu. Pójdziemy sobie tak, dobra. Robimy sobie ten wątek poboczny. Co tam, krasnoludku?
Offense, but you leave a pretty wide trail, envoy. Well, maybe you should try to cover your trail more often. An Adiran official who's new in town turns...
Like?
Not the word I'd use. I'll need more time to find the... Well, we've worked together in the past. It was mostly him crashing blindly through the weeds after I advised him not to. I'm here to find your assassins. Maybe help you avoid being killed again in the future. My guess is you'll need a guide once you leave Paradise, too. They say I'm the best there is. Merci, envoy. I'll make myself at home. Anyway, enough chat. I'm sure you have things to do. You might want to consider not washing your clothes.
Listen, this is something I never thought I'd have to. Let's talk. As if Bareth didn't just drag you out of the grave.
By the time I got you to Liviana's, I don't think you had a pulse. You certainly weren't breathing.
You must have spent 20 minutes as a...
What did you see while you were gone? What do you remember?
Wait. Someone? Who was it? Or what was it? Well, that's good. Imagine how much worse this would be if you had two cryptic entities clamoring for your attention. So, someone is reaching out to you from the beyond. They saved you from death, and now they want you to free them from wherever they are. Do you trust them? Even if you wanted to leave them there, I get the feeling they're not going to leave you alone. Well, even in the land of the strange, you have had the strangest experience I've ever heard of, and you have... There's still time. So, this whole time you were in the beyond, do you think there's a way to bring people back from the dead? Yeah, probably not. Still, thanks for humoring me. You must be tired. Hopefully that Watcheroonie... For now, let's get... I'll be here if you need me.
Walk możemy zrobić. Trochę go wzmocnimy, dobra. Co to jest? Nie, to znajdziemy coś lepszego tu.
By the way, I never met that Orlan girl before in my life.
Dobra.
The wood echoes, strangled suffering. We knew this creature. The Adra hums beneath the moon. The bear, the...
Co?
Wilt, then grow again. What gleams cannot be a monster. We wish you had... Cull the sickness, clear the rot. Kill one to save the other. Still. Violets and the stars. We wish for both. Hope into tears. Must all we love turn to ash? Can we not save it? Even if... No, we should not question this. Mercy like a knife. Sleep now.
Gotowy, krasnal? Dobra, chodźmy.
Old fella who used to live here ended up in one of those shanties by the dock. Now I see why.
Taka skrzynka zostawiona. Wow.
What am I hitting?
Well, that was fun.
No był fan.
Odd place to leave a wagon. I wonder where the owner went.
Ej. Co to było? Coś się przywiesiło? Ale nie wiem. Może zapiszemy? Krasnal, byś sprawdził, co tu się dzieje, a nie... Czekaj, a to jest... A ja nie chcę to... To. Czyli gdzie mam iść? Tam na górę? Chodźcie, krasnoludki. Pięć to mamy to, a 6 to mamy to. Szkoda, że tylko tyle jest. 4, a to jest 4. Dobra, grubo.
Taking the shot. Let's see what you got.
O cholera.
Hey, over here.
Okej.
We make a good squad.
This looks like the path Offring told us about.
If you look, you can see Fort Northreach from here.
No. Too soon.
If you traveled weeks to see him, you can wait a few more days. The Temple of Aethys is
Ale
closed.
te baby brzydkie w tej grze.
I don't know why everyone in the Living Land suddenly wants to see the old kook in there. Not today, anyway. Probably not tomorrow either. Not with a way.
Since when do you make the rules?
Since I arrived with the big sword.
So you say I need a bigger sword. The Oracle has one. Let me in and I will borrow it.
I'm saying you need to go home because the boy made it back to the embassy. I half expected him to kick off on the way there.
He was badly injured and grieving his brother's wounds. I say it is good news.
Sure, until the Inquisitor hears he abandoned his...
Good thinking. If we dug out fast, they might not...
Perhaps I will sneak inside while you are sleeping. What say you then?
Guess I'll just have to sleep when you sleep.
But what if I wake early?
Gods, those two need to get married or divorced immediately.
The temple entrance is just through...
Co to? That's it. Door's open.
Who woke up this skeleton?
Szkielety.
Something tells me those weren't the last walking skeletons.
Between tensions in the city and threats outside, the militia's in over their heads. Everyone okay?
Można zapalić. A zaraz. A jak? Nie to.
Gods, never seen anything like it.
Views like this remind me why I came to the Living Lands in the first place.
Something stirs here.
Tripwire's broken. I bet Offric's people came through here.
Look at that. That statue. How did anyone build that all the way down here?
Gods. And no one knew that was down here.
Rituals, whispers of searing light.
Zarps ahead. Suggest going around them. We can fight if you're feeling itchy.
Envoy, this left. Let's see what you got. We got them all.
Szybka akcja.
Yeah.
Kurde, nie nauczy się. Jezu.
Hold it together. Okay, we're nearly there.
No jest koleś.
You're not... I got to be dreaming. Oh, gods. Am I dead? Is this the Beyond Spirit? Have you come to take me to Galloway's side?
The kid's in bad shape, but he's not too far gone. I think we can help him.
I'm not ready. I've never even touched a girl. It's not fair.
Not with that. No. Oh, you mean healing him.
I've got stick prickle balm for the pain, but other than that, not much else.
Sorry, I'm all out of potions.
Magic? I had to learn some magic, but I don't want to explode. Please help me. Oh, God, that's wretched. Are you sure you're not trying to kill me?
Bardzo niemiły.
Calm yourself. Your wound's already closing.
See? You'll be back on your feet in no time.
Oh, wow. I feel leagues better. Who are you? He actually made it? I wasn't sure he'd come through. And he sent the Emperor's fucking envoy. Damn. Am I ever glad to meet you?
Focus. The Free Expeditions Corps. Where are they?
Right. Those assholes. They went on without me after I got hurt. We'll come back for you once we've got the relic, Cadman, honest. Horse shit. All she cares about is that Oracle and his relic, which is probably just a big old... He's probably still down there. He'll be the last one to have seen him. I'll just rest up here a minute.
Take it easy. No sense.
Promise, I'll take it slow. Hey, Envoy, for what it's worth, I really... It's a lucky thing you found me then. Right, yeah. You got those assholes to save and everything. I hope they're better off than I was.
Seems like a good kid. Glad we could give him a hand. Maybe one that Juliana throws will.
He's gonna have to hang out here, but at least we gave him a fighting chance.
So, the kid said the expedition team went deep, looking for the Oracle.
I imagine the Oracle has something to do with that creepy statue we saw. We saw before. Maybe we should take a look. Right behind you.
To mnie drażni, że nie można tego włączyć jakoś. Dobra. Poleciał.
Didn't realize the head of the steel garrote was into antiques.
Someone's up ahead. Keep your eyes open.
Dobra, wrócimy tutaj następnym razem. Dzisiejszy odcinek totalnie przegadany. No ale cóż poradzić. Do następnego razu.